invaded.
completely.
Invaded.
A bunch of scouts out there.
Which,
It's
honestly,
fine, actually. It's
what do
still-
we expect?
yeah, I'm not worried about that at all, actually.
Yeah. You want to know what? There was some Slims, like 4 Slims taking pictures and filming over in the car garage across the street. 4 Slims.
Slims. Muzzies?
Whatever you know what? This is, yeah.
Taylor, I'm so glad to have you back from that Chinese work camp.
It
And
wasn't
I'm so
Chinese.
I'm so glad to have you back here on Unpasteurized.
I was chilling in Havana, and the way I always do. And
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's what they told you.
I was at
Look,
first.
I was there on the mountain in Nepal when we snuck you out, and you handed me a bottle of rat milk. And you know what?
You
It was
talk
actually
about
pretty good.
unpasteurized. Yeah.
It was pretty good. Obviously, it was unpasteurized. You weren't. How are you going to pasteurize rat milk in a work camp?
You don't.
And I'm sorry that my comments took you there, but I'm sure I'll say more things that will also take you to foreign work camps.
Well, the one thing I pointed out to everybody that was there, I was like, you got to quit eating them.
Right? You got to milk.
You got yeah. And they didn't understand. I was like, no, you got to help them breed and be successful. And once you start milking them, you get a baseline health effect in your diet. And then once you produce enough, then you can start eating them for meat. This is what the Mongolians understood.
Yeah, I'm sure that is why the Mongolians spread the way they did, is because they were milking rats.
You want to talk, dude? You want to talk? You grassland warriors.
Oh, I understand.
Gotta love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was unpasteurized rat's milk. That was the key. We had 163 bred rats this year, and I mean rats to rats. It happens really quickly. We had 163. I bet we'll feed, like potentially full feed 2 meals a day to at least 13 and a half inmates in that prison off of those 163 rats. Can you imagine? From going from starving to being able to survive. What did I say? 13 people? 13 and a half?
I think so.
Could you imagine?
No.
Imagine that for a second.
No, actually, I can't imagine that.
Well, then, see, this is the problem.
That's a lot of Chinese. That's a lot of Chinese prisoners.
Well, they die, and see
Sorry.
what happens.
West Taiwan, excuse me.
I don't want beef with China. I really don't. Maybe they did re-educate me a little bit.
Well,
I don't know if China's necessarily. I don't know what China's doing. I don't trust China.
Either.
I don't know what China's doing.
I love the people. I hate the government. I don't like the way their government seems to operate.
Well, I think people everywhere are.
But
actually
also,
fairly
I
good.
mean, what are we seeing here? We're only seeing what we're being let to see. So who really knows?
Well, it's just like
Let's just keep on drinking and cracking jokes.
if you look like if you're actually paying attention, or I shouldn't say that. I won't accuse anybody of not being attentive to any situation given, but I will say that there's different avenues you can look upon and find, and guess what?
What, buddy?
Things aren't always what they tell you. Like, how about the only decent country in Europe right now is Poland. And everybody hated on the Poles, them fucking dirty red-headed sausage people.
Yeah, you know how many Polacks it takes to change a light bulb?
See, stop.
Yeah.
See, they're winning.
I know. The answer's 3, but
Do you have any Polish in you?
Probably.
If you have blood, I think you can move there, and they have. It's honestly, as a family man, I might, whatever.
I'd consider it. I don't think my jokes would crack their hard sensibilities, personally.
You're not going there to be a funny man. You're going there to be a productive, not a politician, a productive citizen of Poland for the Polish people, for the Polish pride.
If I was a Polish politician, good chance I could get bribed. So
By who? Little
Whoever.
Russians?
I mean, who says I wouldn't double dip?
The Orthodox Church got a line on you.
I'd get
You
'em
do
all.
kind of look like an Orthodox monk sometimes. I'm not gonna, like if I put robes on you, yeah. If you put the hat, their little hat they wear.
I got a hat. Yeah, they do have hats.
Dude, Orthodox kind of dress pimp.
Oh, of course I do.
Every movie that has like an Orthodox priest, he's always fucking.
Of course.
Yeah, but
That's what Rasputin was doing. He was just running around fucking.
would you fuck as a priest? Man of God. Martin Luther King Jr. did it.
I mean, not kids, but
No, nobody.
but yeah,
The brains of some people.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely be way too tempted. I'd be far too tempted because you could. I mean, you get good reading people. You get good reading body language just anyway. And then on top of being a priest, you know everybody's secrets. You know everything that's going on. You know the lonely housewives. You know the ones that aren't being taken care of. And then, they just put a vibe out there. And then you take it. See, that's why I couldn't. It was a big reason why I couldn't be a man of the cloth. I saw myself being tempted. I was like, I can see myself in the future being tempted. No way I should pursue that because that will be, I'll fail for sure.
Fail.
For sure.
Because the
you
power.
dangle
It's
that.
a power
Yeah,
thing.
you dangle that out in front of me like that. Like, if I'm not like married to somebody else, and I get it, I'm married to God, but look, God ain't sucking your dick. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he is in a way.
So, well, okay, but
like
listen,
he is you and you are him.
but it's
and
not it's not the temptation of the flesh though.
That is
it's not
definitely
satisfying
what the
that.
temptation of the flesh is.
I mean, God isn't satisfying that for you.
Maybe
You
he
know what I
is.
mean?
In marriage, he says he is. In our book.
Okay, but
Good
yeah,
girl.
the ones that aren't allowed to be married,
What are you talking about?
Catholic priests.
Oh,
That-
what do they
they're
know?
not-
Well,
I mean,
why
they're not. That's what I'm
pent up.
saying.
I don't know what their deal is.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta let
That's
them
what I'm
fuck.
telling you.
You gotta let them fuck.
Well, yeah.
My pastor, all of them sling kids.
Well, I don't know. Ours didn't. I don't know if ours ever slang kids, but we had plenty that were slinging dick.
I'm not a. Yeah, see, that's the problem. They're fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Some of those Catholic kids turn out either really smart or something's wrong.
Something's wrong with me, pal.
Yeah, well, they mean to say you're also a little bit intelligent, so you got a little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And be humble when you can.
I do what I can to
That
be
thing's a trip,
as
isn't it?
humble. I don't. What is this even for?
Scaring people away.
Hammerhead. What is that supposed to be at the bottom? Wesley, you're going to have to explain this goddamn sticker to me because I don't understand what it is. But you had a whole stack of
I
them,
think
so it
it's
must
him.
be something important.
I think it was him in a hammer costume. That's what
Is
he
it?
said.
It was
Look
him in
at
a
it.
hammer costume, huh? Well, I can't tell. The black and white's so black and whitey, and then it's shiny on top
shiny
of
as
it.
fuck.
But it takes its place where it
oil,
belongs,
you know.
next to all the other comedy stickers that I've gotten over the years. And by years, I mean 2.
There's been decades. Sometimes it feels like a decade.
Well, a lot's changed since I started, and we didn't start the same place at the same time, but
I think we started at nearly the same time, just at different places. We had different schedules in life.
it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot in the short time I've been here, but I think it's all been changes for the better. The shows are funner. Tonight was a trip. Having a rotating host, that was wild.
That was a fun time. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't feel good, did you?
I didn't like it. No.
Well, it's because someone's fucking kissing your baby. You know what
That's
I mean?
exactly what it felt like.
Yeah. Like,
It felt like somebody else was hitting on my woman. I didn't like it at all.
oh
I
my
didn't,
God.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I understand.
The show was good, and it's something we're going to do again eventually, but I'm going to need a reprieve for a little bit from that. I'm going to need to come back next week and just run it myself.
There's a comfortability in what you're doing, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. I got really used to it. I didn't like sitting back there just turning knobs. I kept being tempted to just turn that second mic on and just start talking over people. Oh yeah, is that what you fucking think? That one girl, I really wanted to let her rip when she tried calling Queen country music. That really bothered me, both as a country fan and as a Queen fan. Queen is not country music.
No, Queen's not country music at all. You ain't getting on your bikes and riding out in the country.
Hell no. And I've never heard a country song about the fat bottom girls and how they make our world go round.
I think that's when country took a shit is when that song, a woo wee, shut my mouth, slap your grandma.
Trace Atkins.
They're all whomever.
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
that's when it fell off?
That's when it was definitely that.
I think
It might
country
have
music
it was
country
probably
music's had a lot
falling.
of peaks and valleys.
It's peaky.
They've had multiple peaks.
But it's country, isn't it? Like when you're talking country, like what's hot country. If you really want to like be what's in country, like now it's more of like this bluegrassy folk shit again. Not shit. It's beautiful stuff, actually. Yeah.
I like that stuff we send each other, like the Reeves brothers. Those guys are good. That
they're
was
good.
enjoyable.
Yeah, they're good. You like Cat Clyde?
Yeah.
I got a lot of people I could name off here.
Yeah, and none of them are going to listen to this.
Can't remember
so.
it. Yeah, none of them are going to listen. Country, country must be countrywide. No, you know what, though? Rural is a problem. It is a thing, Like, I told your girlfriend, it was funny because she laughed at this. I said, we don't have hoods where we're from. We have reservations.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because it's, yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What are you going to say?
It's hard to be white and exposed to the res because it's like, you're a wigger of what?
Right.
Like,
exactly.
oh my God, to the red man way, man. Hey, well, what the fuck did you just say? And people get upset. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? It's what you're exposed to.
Yeah, I mean, Shank went on the hardest 5 minutes of racism I've ever seen in my life and killed with it. I was crying.
What is racism? What is racism to whom?
Jesus Christ, let's not do this again.
No, I'm not saying.
We're recording,
it's a
so you
metaphysical
can't call
question.
them that word now.
Who?
All of them.
I didn't call anybody nothing.
No.
I'm over here. Listen. I'm blowing.
Just going all tweet.
I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing.
Well, I've got no problem just making shit up, so it's fine.
A lion?
If that's what you want to call it.
I mean, what? What is it? When Buddha says, when you see a sword, it's a sword. Never mind.
I'm not familiar with the sword teachings of Buddha.
Buddha, well, you know how those monks, they actually kind of train combativeness.
Yeah. Do you know why that is?
Enlighten me.
I don't know if this is their reason, but it would be my reason, because you cannot truly call yourself a peaceful person if you are not capable of great violence. Because if you're not capable of great violence, you're not peaceful, you're harmless.
I think Patton said that.
Is that who that was?
I wouldn't be surprised, but it's something like that. I used to have a LinkedIn. I used to sell insurance, I still have a LinkedIn account, but
so do I. Haven't updated it since 2013.
Oh my God. But I used to, when I was selling insurance, I'd get bored and just like post like stuff. So I would post like crazy quotes from generals and shit, just trying to inspire people. It didn't work. I'd get like 4 likes.
Well, what are you going to do?
Try to sell realty or something. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted
You
money in my fucking
realtor?
bank account.
Yeah.
I want millions. Not anymore. Money doesn't necessarily matter. I'd rather watch it all burn down and see if I would.
I'm waiting for a housing crash personally.
Fuck a housing crash. I'll crash into your house. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, tell you what, me and the girl will go around house shopping, find one we like, you crash into it, and then we'll offer to buy it for pennies on the dollar and fix the damage ourselves.
We can work out some stipulations off the air.
I'll put up a guest shack in the back.
Yeah,
A cot. You can have a cot and a wood stove.
You want to buy a compound? Let's buy like a 10-bedroom house that needs work. 10 bed. Let's split that fucker
Don't
in
fucking
half.
tempt me. I'll
Why
be right
not?
on it.
My buddy in Montana, I fucking tell him all the time. He lucky bastard. He's got a nice place. He got a nice place, chilling, right? Kind of a nice situation. He deserves it.
Right.
But I would, if I could just like bloop, bloop, bloop. Housing is a problem. But you know what? We're not going to get political unless you want to.
No,
because we're not the news.
I don't think we should.
I don't
get
want
political.
to turn into anybody's news, but I will if I have to.
I mean, who? All 8 people that listen to this?
Hey, well, you want to hear fucking something? You want to hear something?
You want to hear something?
Well, yeah,
I went to a funeral.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything better for you than to go to a funeral for a good man. You know,
where people
that lived
care.
a good long life, and his family's good, and he was good. There's something that's very good for you. He lived long, 90 years old. Funeral for a 90-year-old guy that has a bunch of healthy, happy kids and grandkids, and there's something about that that just
he did
makes you feel good.
He did the thing.
Yeah.
He did the thing.
He made it. Yeah. I
It's hard to
plugged
do
this
the thing.
podcast at his funeral. I felt like a dirtbag.
You
afterwards.
are a dirtbag.
I was asked. It wasn't unprompted.
It was during the 21 gun
eulogy,
salute.
yeah.
No, it was outside.
It was at the burial.
They were on the second shot. Fire! And by the way, what we're
Listen on
doing.
the pasture. This is the thing we're doing.
He's talking to the sergeant folding the
No,
flag.
it
Dude,
was-
seriously,
it was
you'll
not-
love it.
It was not unprompted. It was asked for. I was asked if I had a YouTube or anything. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah, we do.
No, this is pretty much it.
This is it. Put it on YouTube.
Well, he followed on Spotify. Paul, if you're listening, I tried to warn you that this was crazy, but
This ain't crazy. We're regular fucking people.
it's enough that I wouldn't suggest my grandma listen to it. Because I don't.
I
wanna
wish
deal with
my
that.
grandma would listen. First of all, she's dead. I would love to sit her in here and try to get her on this podcast. We're
Gonna
gonna
get
get
some seance. I bet we can ask what's her name. We can find some witchy lady to do a seance and bring your grandma in here.
you in them dark arts, Lucas. That's why you wouldn't have made it in the cosmic. We got to do it. I don't want to. You want to talk to the dead? You don't already talk to the dead?
No, that I have.
You don't have
I have
dead
a very
dreams?
Catholic view of that kind of stuff. Like, very much like if there is a spirit that is still on this earth, it is not a good spirit because it had the choice to move on afterwards, and staying here was better than what it could have moved on to. And if it could have moved on to heaven, then it wouldn't have stayed here. It's kind of the whole Catholic argument. So if there's a spirit on this earth, then it is a bad spirit.
Yep, it's a demon.
More than likely.
Do you believe in demons?
Non-denominational possession.
Fuck them people.
Non-denominational
can't-
demons.
Yeah. Yeah, they are demons. I'm sorry.
Look, most of the time, scary movies don't get me, but the ones that get me real bad are like exorcism and possession movies, because they showed us enough stuff that made me think, yeah, I think maybe that shit's a little real, for sure.
The truth is always in plain sight.
I definitely think that there's a lot of it that gets faked, but also there is definitely some of it that I think is very, very real.
The truth is
uncomfortably real.
always. You ever heard the thought theory?
The thought theory.
If
I've heard
you've
lots of theories.
ever
I'm not sure
had
what
the
that is.
thought, it means that it's been done by somebody at least once somewhere. We're like fungus, and that memory is implanted. So, like, you take your worst thought that you could ever think, or like the best thought that you could ever think, like as far as like, as well, like in the confinements of this realm, those have been done and have happened too many, or you can't. It's parallel times. You know what I mean?
So you think that there's no such thing as a completely original idea?
No. No. Somewhere in I'm open for the idea of potentially maybe everything happens all on this one little earth, right? And we're these little seed creatures of this certain spot, and we all congregate afterwards and take all the knowledge that we have gathered and formed and try to transfer it into another person and try to, like, you got to go through the test, but can you get the wave? I don't know. Or there's numerous us's all over. That's a lot to comprehend, but it could be true too.
It could be. Have you ever, obviously there's the deja vu theories of, if you have deja vu, that's a situation of you like shifting into a different timeline because you died.
Don't get me
or
started
something.
about timelines. I don't think necessarily that you die. I think that at our core, and when I say not like your abdomen, like whatever
Your spiritual core.
You know what? I don't know. I think deer have spirits.
I think so.
If I'm getting real into it. What do I know, though? I mean, everything's so spiritual. It's all so spiritual. It's all so intertwined. Oh. See, this is the problem, is now I sound fucking stupid. No. Either everything's got a thing, right? It's all dust in the wind.
Okay.
It's all dust in the wind.
Right.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know.
Okay, Kansas. Yeah, I understand.
Fuck Kansas.
Fuck Kansas the state, but the band's pretty solid.
Give me a Kansas Lion.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Oh, that's Jesus. You're right, dude. Yeah, man.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Carry on my way. Yeah.
That
Kansas.
band slaps.
Our parents weren't entirely wrong about music.
No, they weren't. Although my mom's favorite band was Motley Crue, so. And it in turn became my favorite band as I became older.
Yeah, you like Motley Crue?
I like Motley Crue a lot.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to see them live though.
I don't want to see.
I've seen videos and I don't want that ruined for me. Their music was captured perfectly in the studio, and that's right where it needs to stay. I don't need to see them old and playing their songs shittily.
I saw Eddie Money one time.
How was that?
He was all right.
Did he play Give Me Some Water?
He was drunk. I don't even remember. I was like 12 and a half.
Give me some water.
Dude, I used to just go to a concert like that. I wouldn't even know what I was doing. I'd put on glow sticks just seeing if some 12-year-old girl would kiss me or something.
And you were also 12, right?
I was 10, 12.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We're in the realm of fineness. Okay.
I
thought you meant like
I
last
saw
week.
Eddie Money when I was a kid. No,
Oh,
Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
hear that
I
part.
think he's dead.
Is he?
No, who cares? And if he's not,
Goddamn.
good for him.
He
Keep
punched his
living.
2 tickets to paradise, huh?
I got 2 tickets to put. Yeah.
I prefer Give Me Some Water. I like
Give
that
me
song a
some
lot.
Water.
'Cause I shot a man on the Mexican border. Give me some water.
Give me some water.
Cool water.
He was drunk.
For sure.
I don't think he did that song.
No, he definitely
Heart
did that
was
song.
there. Let me go crazy on you. Crazy on you. She's a big bitch that can sing.
I don't even know. I could not pick Heart out of a lineup. I know their songs, but I don't know what they look like.
Yeah.
You know who slaps that is a current band? Is Hailstorm. They've got a lead singer that is a girl.
Hailstorm.
They're
Yeah.
fucking good as fuck.
I
Here's
used
to
to
us.
listen to,
Here's to love.
Fuck, what's that fucking serious
All the times
channel?
that we fucked up. Here's to you. Fill a glass. Because the last few nights have kicked our ass.
You're getting dark. Going into
But let's give them hell. And tell them to go fuck
what's
themselves.
the satellite station that sings? Oh, what the fuck? There's a satellite station. Plays dark music. Octane.
Okay. I didn't think Hailstorm was dark music. But
I haven't
they have
heard
a
Hailstorm.
song that is Love Bites, but so do I. And it's all about how she broke your heart. Well, I can suck the venom right out. Like it's a woman fucking song, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. You don't hear a lot of rock woman songs doing that.
I want a rock woman to save
Yeah.
me.
Well, I'll put Hailstorm on the jukebox, and we'll see how pissed off everybody gets in the other room.
Fucking save me, bitch. Come and get me. I'm so scared. You know what I mean?
Does strong women frighten you?
Honestly, yeah. What do you mean by a strong woman? Because if she's like a UFC fighter, and I'm like, she can fucking put her shin on my chin and
Just
lay
like
me to death.
mentally strong, because I can't be with a weak broad.
Mentally strong?
Yeah, I can't be with a weak broad.
have.
I'll run her over. Like I know that about myself, is that I will run a weak-brained broad over. That's why I can't have one.
I would say
I will
dedicated.
run the house too much. Yeah.
They need to be dedicated.
I will railroad every decision. There will be no like.
Man,
I
that's
need
ultra confidence. I guess I must be kind of tied down a little bit more than you. You know what? There's give and take with women. I think here's the thing. I'll let them. You gotta let them. You gotta let them spend money on the things that make you and their life more comfortable. So they want things to be cushy, which is nice. And if she's like, sweetie, I want new sheets, and you're like, yeah, them are cotton, nice organic cotton, or ooh, getting a new sheet, you're gonna slide into bed. Ooh, yeah, got a new sheet. But baby, we got new towels. You get her them new towels.
I've done well. I've found a strong woman that also keeps a nice house. So
That's the key. That's the key. Strong women are the key.
she's weak with the kids though, which is where I come in, which I suppose is my duty as the man.
It's hard. Literally,
I gotta walk a thin line, I feel. And I've got a stepkid. I'm gonna be having a stepkid situation, which I mean, how do you deal with that?
Get a gun. No,
I have guns. But
time
anyway.
to get a gun. Stepkid, I would say if their dad's in their life, you gotta like give them respect. You gotta give them respect either way, because that kid knows if you ain't my daddy.
I've been waiting to hear that.
Well, you ain't.
Well, I ain't. Yeah, I know.
So
And I'm gonna say I know, but I pay the bills here.
So,
'cause your
well,
daddy don't have
no,
a
you
job,
can't even
but-
do that, because like I've learned, I think with girls, like especially like daughters, stepdaughters, I think daughters, girls in general, I think if you can actually be like vulnerable and honest with them, you have to be like, hey, listen, I know that I'm not your dad, and like that's fine, but I'm also here to help look out for you, and if you would please make better decisions, or like I can help reward better behavior. Kids aren't stupid.
No, they're a lot smarter than people give them credit for.
Well, people is what makes kids dumb.
People do make kids dumb.
These people make.
I think the No Kid Left Behind program is the detriment of our society.
Thanks a lot, W. You fucking retard.
Right? I don't.
I love
mean,
that. Harold and Kumar is sitting there smoking. Hell, I'm in the government, and I don't trust the government.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, you lock people up for this shit and you smoke it yourself? Well, let me give you a scenario, you hypocrite. Do you like getting hand jobs? Yeah. Well, do you like giving hand jobs? No. Okay, well, you're a fucking hypocriticizer too, so shut the fuck up.
There's reality. See. Oh, I'm gonna die. Holy shit.
You good? You get an ice cube stuck in your
No, I finally got some.
larynx?
I got some no longer mouth delay dryo, so got some saliva back and didn't know how
You
to
got
deal
some
with
spit
it.
back in your throat.
It's been days. No,
It's been days since you've had spit in your throat. You disgusting pervert. $5 and you can get somebody to spit in your throat. That's no problem.
I don't want that.
We got 2 Irishmen out there that I'm sure will spit in your throat for a couple bucks.
This is a world I don't want to live in.
Isn't it? It's a sick world.
I don't know. I really. Is America a sausage fest? Are we?
I don't know about Sausage Fest, but we're all way too horny for our own good.
Well, I guess people or America, like the whole world or people.
I think
or-
America. I don't know about other countries. I guess I've not been to many, but just from the way I read, a lot of the time it seems like people are more focused on other shit, and everybody here is just like focused on pretending that they're not trying to fuck all the time, which makes them actually fuck more because they're suppressing it and fighting it a lot.
Oh, tell me about suppressing wanting to fuck.
You're telling me, pal.
Oh. I feel
I get a maximum of 20 hours with my girl every week, and a lot of that is divided by kids, and
how much fucking. That's
not enough. Not enough.
not enough.
I wish it was more. And it's hard to get a rhythm with that kind of fucking timing, you know?
Do you save it or do you yank your bird?
Oh, I gotta yank my bird. I get crazy.
Right. Pent up energy.
I get crazy. Like a couple times a day. Like,
I try to just watch chicks masturbate when I watch porn. Just chicks just fingering their pussy. So, because they say the hear me out. They say the effect. They say that the effect of it, you start expecting certain things from it. And I try to keep it like really just like, you know what? I can just get off to a girl just touching her pussy. That's pretty hot. Yeah, because that's what life is, dude. A little mutual masturbation and bed by 10:32.
that's not bad. We're definitely not in bed by 10:30 tonight.
You ever have homemade bread, a little bit of olive oil and Parmesan cheese and grapes?
I ate at Longhorn today.
Longhorn. What'd you get?
Steakhouse. I got the ribeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20-ounce ribeye. I ate that whole fucker down. Some steamed asparagus because they didn't have. They were out of baked sweet potatoes.
Oh my god, I keep hitting this fucking thing.
Yeah, I took mine off. I was getting annoyed. Yeah, I like the baked sweet potato at Longhorn, and we also had like this Parmesan spinach dip thing that was bomb.
You like a good Parmesan dip?
Yeah, And in fact, when we get done here, I am gonna call my girl and say, "Hey, warm that up. I'll be at the house."
Oh, you
in 20
didn't
minutes.
finish it all? Oh, you get the Parmesan dip.
Yeah, the Parmesan. I finished my whole steak and my asparagus, but we didn't finish the Parmesan dip.
I wish there was more places that just
That's
sold
fresh
steak.
The Longhorn. I
Like
love
just
Longhorn.
regular old steak. Like you
Here's
can
our
buy it.
shout out, Longhorn. If you want to sponsor us, we will shout out every location you have in Omaha, every single time. If all I want is a gift card, I want one free meal a month for each of us. That's all I want. That's not a lot, is it?
It's a lot, too much.
One free meal.
No
for each of
bagging.
us?
We don't need shit from nobody. We'll rob a motherfucker.
You can email me.
We'll show up. We're
gmail.com.
We're running around. We got machetes. People will die if they make the wrong move. It's our world. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I watched Scarface the other day.
But also, in the great words of the GW, if you want to support us, just send us your cash.
George
Anyway.
Washington.
Yeah, I'm sure George Washington said something like that too.
There's a war to be had.
How are you feeling about this? This feels like one of the roughest episodes we've ever done.
Right now? Oh, I mean, we're off a little bit.
We're off.
We're off. It's fine. We're tired. We have we
We're
both.
tired. It's been a long
we're
night.
raw.
You're still rocked from that Chinese work camp, I can tell.
I'm literally probably will sleep ever again. Well, again in my life. I think the trauma and the PTSD got to me. There was a guy in there. He just kept yelling at me in French words, and I don't speak that much French. And I think he told me that, like there's a souffle on fire or something like. And again, we had to milk rats. So Chinese work camp, there's a war coming. There's going to be a real holy war, an invasion of peace. I don't know what Trump's doing. And I don't know what anybody's doing. It doesn't seem like anything's changed yet.
No, not really.
And
although I did get gas today, and it seemed considerably cheaper
cheaper?
than the last time I got
It
it.
was higher than the last time I got it. I mean,
I don't know. I paid $3.13 for
no
premium.
No
today.
yawning. Oh, you're a premium guy? You don't use that ethanol? The fucking ethanol. These fucking people.
It's not good. Most cars, it's not good for them.
It's not good for anything.
There's some.
I hate
any of the
corn.
ones that are made after, I think it was like 2012. A lot of those engines are designed where they can burn it okay, but if you burn it in an older engine than that, it gunks it up faster.
Yep.
You get a lot more carbon deposits and all that.
You're just
And it's genuinely worth the extra, 30 cents a gallon to
get
burn
it.
the good stuff
Well, and
that
I'll
isn't
tell you
going to
this.
leave all that.
You're never gonna. Here's the thing.
And I think you get better gas mileage. But anyway.
You do. You do. It's not drastic. It's for like somebody to be like, is it worth it? Like if you're comparing gas,
Yeah, it's not going to change your life. It's not going to change your life.
It's
But
not gonna change your life.
But if you are driving, as much as I'm driving, it actually probably is.
Yeah.
It's considerable help.
In the wintertime, I try to always throw premium in there. I got a 2018 vehicle. I should probably just throw premium in there all the time. Quit being such a
I don't
pussy.
know, mine's a 2002.
I'm
so
broke though. Odd two.
An ought too.
An odd dose.
I
odd
drive
dose.
cars that are old enough to drink,
Good.
so
Good.
that way we match when
That
I'm
way there's
driving them.
consent. What?
Anyway, I like that joke tonight about the non-consensual cucking, and I didn't think that I don't feel like anybody got it.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
You get it?
I've been cheated on too many times. I hate women.
I've been cheated on a lot myself, but
again, like when we sit there and say like, there's multiple us's and multiple people theories. Well, like imagine just you going in and doing that. You get to do that shooting. You don't, but in that world you do. Joe tried to talk. He just coughed. My heart stopped. The gun went off. Oh, that bitch screamed out his name, and then the gun went off again, like the song say. No, you never wanted it. Every man that's been cheated on has felt that. Lucas is looking at me like, whoa.
no, you just took me back to a very dark place.
Yeah, it's a set. You get fucking angry. You want to drop you? I'll crash into your fucking house.
I did some bad shit. I
Women?
did not do good shit, and my brain did not go to good places when I would get cheated on like that.
I think I think
But I think I got a good one now, and I'm going to keep putting that vibe out in the world. I'm going to stop talking about cheating because I hate it, and it drives me sick.
Lucas is getting
And,
mad.
I'm getting upset. I'm getting taken back to places. And
we can go places. You want to go
I've
places?
done it myself personally, and I
there.
feel bad about every single one of them that I've ever done.
Yep.
But at the same time, I think it's awful human being behavior.
Did we
And I
say
can't
welcome back
condone
to Unpasteurized?
Welcome back to Unpasteurized. This has been the longest. The guitar riff is going to play clear. till now.
It's got to be right till here.
Yep, 35 minutes.
Oh my God! No, I'm sorry about your pain because I've.
No, I'm not.
No,
It's some of it is pain, but most of it is just pure anger. Are we missing part of the ceiling? Has that part of the ceiling always been gone?
They're taking the shitter pipe.
That can't be for the shitter pipe. They're putting a new shitter pipe out on the street, I think.
The
And
shitter's
they
full.
left it open. And my God, we need to get the shit smell out of this town.
No, it's listen. The river's right over there. I don't know if anybody fucking knows anything, but rivers create like a valley type area, and it's a fucking valley. You fucking idiots! You think you're not gonna have? I just don't know. I don't know what people fucking think anymore.
I don't feel like it's too much to ask that if we're going to say we are a civilized species, that our cities don't smell like human shit.
We're not
I don't
civilized.
think that's... Okay, so then we all need to stop saying we're civilized.
We're
then.
a third world country over here. We're like America is falling apart.
Okay, well, I don't know
Have you
about all
seen
that.
Russia's?
Have you seen
have you
India?
ever-
That's a third world country.
And where are they going?
I mean, up and up.
Sure. Where are they running to? Whatever. Follow me now.
Yeah, so why would they come here if this was not better?
Because it's better
They're
than
not
India.
stupid.
It's
Yeah,
better
exactly.
than India. But certain places say, skedaddle. Some countries say...
Some cunts.
You're going to call them cunts? For what?
It's just abbreviating country.
Say,
That's
for
it.
instance, we have our thoughts on Canada. Say, for instance, we go, Canada, let us in. But we had just done a bunch of riled up shit to America. And then we're like, Canada, love us. And they're like, okay, because of this trade war, we love you for a little bit. But then we have this thing where like we're also fired up. So we fire up some Canadians. And we say, hey, let's go after the crown, eh? You following?
I'm following.
This
But they
is
don't
heavy.
bow to the crown anymore.
They don't?
They asked, which is the most Canadian thing in the world. They asked for their independence in like 86. 1986.
They still have her on the money.
Okay, but we have people that weren't even presidents on our money.
Who?
Ben Franklin.
Okay, well,
He was the big one.
what did he do again?
Sacagawea is on a coin.
And she deserves to be.
She does, and I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to be, but I mean, you
don't want a native on
okay.
your
In their
dollar?
defense, you tell me that the Queen wasn't a major influential figure for their entire country.
I thought they were French.
There are French people that live there, but they've been owned by Britain for a long time.
So what do
Since
they
probably
do?
the War of 1812, I think, is when that all was settled. The War of 1812. You know about the War of 1812?
A little bit. Fired our guns and the British kept it coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago.
Yep, that was it. That was the British trying to take us back.
Yep. And then they did burn
But
our White
also,
House down.
They did burn the first White House down. Yes, they did. But it was also kind of antagonized by us trying to take some of Canada, which a lot of people don't talk about. But also at the time, you would have done.
Yeah, why not?
Anybody would have done. I would do it now. I mean, if you drop me back in time right now, I'd say, yeah, that's what we need to do.
What do you think it was like to show up in your silly fucking flamboyant red coat and hit the shores of Newfoundland and there's an 8-foot fucking tall to the haunches moose staring at you, ready to stomp you to fucking death. You've never seen something so like that. And you got your stupid
Shoot
little...
first and ask questions later, probably.
Oh, you're going to shoot him with your flint?
That would probably just scare it away, right? I mean...
You would hope, right? You would hope that an 8-foot moose doesn't just come fucking stomp you to death.
I would hope so.
You ever seen a moose bite and throw? They're like horses. You ever see horses? Jesus. I watched a horse paralyze a guy by biting him and throwing him around.
That I've never seen. I've seen him kick guys and they were never the same again.
Never. They're never the same.
They got kicked in the head and they stood up a different person.
Forever.
Forever. They were forever different. And you couldn't quite describe it. You can never quite describe it, but they were shifted to an alternate timeline.
Oh, they were.
That horse kicked them into an alternate timeline.
Which is crazy to think about.
Horse timelines.
Because, like, some of them can still drive and stuff, but then they, like, lose their... It's just weird.
I know.
That's a real sad thing that happens.
It is. It's upsetting. Especially when it happens to young people. That gets really upsetting.
Oh, my God.
Young people that, like, they make a recovery and you know they're going to live for, like, another 40 years. And their brains just, like, never really come back. And you're just like, oh, my God. And then they meet a wife on Farmers Only. And
then... They themselves, the
mentally...
The horse-kicked person?
Yeah. He wasn't kicked by a horse so much as drove off an overpass.
Oh, I know some stupid people, too.
I don't know if he did it on purpose. I don't know. It was always said to be an accident, but...
Sometimes...
I don't want to disparage him too much.
The overpass...
But the fact that you can...
looks like a nice...
You can tell that he was in a severe car wreck just by the way he makes Facebook posts.
I think you got to be in a car wreck to want to make a Facebook post in the first place.
Yeah, dude, I lurk on Facebook like a deaf mute person. I'm just watching.
Mm-hmm.
I shout out when I need something, like when I need somebody to come to a show or something like that. Come to these shows.
My butt cheeks are sore.
You ready to be done? This is a good time to plug. This will be out by Thursday.
I hope.
So, Taylor and I, both on a show together that I didn't put on.
Oh my God, that's
Isn't
right.
that crazy?
We're doing
That's
a
this
show in Sioux City, Whiskey Dicks. Is this
Whiskey
gonna be out by
Dicks.
then? This will be out in time.
This will be out by then. I should be able to crank it out by
Whiskey
Thursday.
Dicks, Siouxland, the
This should
greatest
be
comedy
Thursday.
show.
Yes, exactly. So Thursday night, Thursday when you're hearing this,
Is
if
it
you don't got
Thursday
any
night?
plan-
No, it's
that's
Saturday
when this will
night.
that's when this will come out. The
God,
show
give
is
me
Saturday night.
anxiety.
No, this will come out on Thursday.
Saturday
Sorry.
night, Sioux City.
Saturday night, Sioux
You
City.
think the
Whiskey
broads will
Dicks.
be out? I hope there's some broads.
I'm a taken man.
I understand, but it doesn't mean that we can't hope for some broads, dude.
Yep. Anyway, it'll be a good crowd, I think. New city. I've only done stand up in that city one time.
Shitty.
So this will be fun.
Shoe
And
shitty.
we get to be on a show that I didn't have to put together.
Yeah, you're gonna be a comedian, not a host.
God, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be great.
That's what you did tonight. You said you hated it.
My first feature set. Well, that was different because I'm still responsible for all this.
10-4.
You know, tonight I was a manager who had to delegate to assistant managers and sit back and run the computers and watch the security cameras. That's what this was.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. I want to go back to being hands-on manager.
I'm a hands-on type of guy. Put my hands.
But
on
we'll
it.
do it again. Anyway, Whiskey Dicks, Sioux
Dicks.
City.
Dicks in the whiskey.
Right? It is Sioux City. Sioux City.
Saturday, 8 p.m.
Saturday. Is it at 8 p.m.? It starts at 8 p.m.
It's around there.
We could look real quick. It's a great thing we have technology.
Yeah,
Anyway,
pull it
the
up.
Sioux City comedy scene. A lot of fun those guys are.
John's gonna be there. Don Reese is gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm featuring for Don Reese. This will be my first feature set, which
John
is
Sigmund's hosting.
a big deal,
Shouts out to John.
and it really makes my dick hard that I get to host for the diabetes guy.
You're not hosting. You're
Or
featuring.
not hosting, featuring. God damn it. I'm
Get
so
it
used
right.
to it.
The diabetes. And you got type 2 diabetes.
Doesn't he look like him? Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know Don Reese, but he's got to be great. I can't imagine if they would put somebody on that wouldn't be funny.
I would hope not. He's funny.
Anyway, Whiskey Dicks, 2212 Cunningham Drive, Sioux City.
Cunningham.
Tickets are $10 or online or at the door.
Just bring
So,
the cash at the fucking door. Don't be a
Saturday, April 5th, 8 p.m.
pussy. April
Fucking
5.
be there.
I knew it was at 8.
It was
8 at the gate or 10 at the door. Don't be a whore. Show up. You're not poor.
Just to clarify, out of Taylor's rhyming scheme, I do believe there's still $10 at the door.
Yeah, no tickets at 10.
Whether you pay at the gate or at the door, it's $10.
It doesn't matter. Online, on time.
But yeah, we've got that. Obviously,
real life.
like and follow. And I can tell you this, we don't have enough followers yet, so you people are not telling enough of your friends.
Pussies. Hate and run away. That's what you're doing. You're not liking and following.
Bully your friends into liking and following.
You're hating
Drop us
and
a
running
review.
away.
Leave a comment because I'm sick of that tab on the Spotify for creators thing being empty. So leave a comment, even if it's rude. I'll show you the app, Taylor. It's fine.
Leave a rude comment. Tell us
leave
we got little
leave rude
dicks, or
comments.
say we're a
Leave
fucking
happy
bunch of homos,
comments.
or someone say
roast
something.
Evan for being a goddamn awful heckler.
Somebody do something. Nobody knows.
Nobody
knows about that. We're not speaking to those people.
I don't know. Who are we talking to? I never know.
Who are we talking to? We're talking to the world.
I know, right?
What do you want that's yours? The world, Chico. Me? I want the world.
I want everything about everything.
For you.
So,
How you doing there, boss?
I'm
Seems like
just
we gotta catch a meeting.
how busy we are catching meetings at midnight. So yeah, Whiskey Dicks, Sioux City, 2212 Cumberland Drive, I believe. $10 at the door.
$10 at the door. Come on in.
Follow Unpasteurized, Smiley Comedy on all platforms.
Z Schlong.
The French penis.
The French dick, baby.
Follow the French penis. Keep it real. Keep it unpasteurized.
Keep it raw.
And keep it sticky.
Ooh.